Let us pray. Almighty God, ruler of heaven and earth, we beseech thee to inspire and guide all our counsels and actions, so that we may always walk in the path of justice, counsels and love and charity to one another, so that we may always walk in the path of justice to do only those things, counsels and love and charity to one another, the unity, so that we may always walk in the path of justice to do only those things, counsels and love and charity to one another, the unity, so that we may always walk in the path of justice to do only those things, counsels and love and charity to one another, the unity, so that we may always walk in the path of justice to do only those things, counsels and love and charity to one another, the unity, so that we may always walk in the path of justice to do only those things, counsels and love and charity to one another, the unity, so that we may always walk in the path of justice to do only those things, counsels and love and charity to one another, the unity. Distinguished colleagues, let us look at the votes and proceedings of the last sitting of the Senate. Page 1195, page 1196, page 1197, Distinguished Senator Olalere.
Mr. President, my name is Oyewumi Kamaldeen Olalere. I rise to move that the vote and proceeding of Tuesday, 14th January, Thursday, 19th December 2024 be adopted. I so move.
Distinguished Senator Benga Daniels.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues. I am Otumba Benga Daniel, representing East. I so second the motion ably moved by our distinguished colleague.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded that the votes and proceedings of our last sitting be adopted. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished Senator Sani Musa, you may approach the chair. Distinguished colleagues, I just want to felicitate with the following distinguished senators who celebrated their birthdays while the Senate was on a brief vacation. Distinguished Senator Panigo, date of birth 20th December. No, I didn't put the year. Distinguished Senator Moko Monil Chinedu, 21st December. Distinguished Senator Onyeso all were in a shop 26 December. Distinguished Senator Ethan Williams, 1st January. Distinguished Senator Adamu Mohammed Alero, our leader, 1st January. Distinguished Senator Oyewumi Olarere, 5th of January, 5th. Distinguished Senator Waziri Aminu Tambua, His Excellency, 10th of January. Distinguished Senator Calvin Chukwu Isoba, 10th of January. And of course, Distinguished Senator Ahmad Lawan, 12th of January. On behalf of the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we want to wish them happy birthdays, even in arrears. May Almighty God grant each and every one of you many more years of prosperity, good health, and service to your fatherland. Congratulations. Distinguished colleagues, the 10th Senate must rise to the greatness of his calling. So, welcoming all of us after the Christmas and New Year break, with immense gratitude and hope, I welcome all back to the hallowed chambers of the Senate. I trust that you had a well-deserved rest during the Christmas break, shared joyous moments with your families and constituents, and celebrated the season of the new year with gratitude and reflection. I also wish you all a very prosperous, memorable, and impactful year 2025. As we embark on this new legislative year, I want to urge all of us to accommodate in our new year resolutions and calendar a renewed commitment to the service of our great nation, Nigeria. Let us resolve to dedicate ourselves to the task of fixing Nigeria through legislation, transforming it into the country of our dreams by tinkering with the old acts of parliament, enacting new ones, and then bringing the aspirations of all, including the less privileged in our society, to bear through our laws. Let us make Nigeria the pride of Africa and a beacon of hope for the black race in the world. During the break, the leadership of both the Senate and the House of Representatives visited Mr. President in his country home in Lagos. We felicitated with him on your behalf, and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu also sends his regards and greetings and New Year wishes to the hallowed chamber of the Senate. We did this on behalf of all our esteemed colleagues. We extended our goodwill myself, the Speaker, and the leadership of both chambers, we reaffirm our commitment to work collaboratively with the executive arm of government and the judiciary for the progress and prosperity of our nation. As we return to these duties today, we are immediately faced with a matter of utmost importance: the consideration of the national budget for year 2025. I have no doubt that, as always, we will approach this with our usual patriotic fervor and meticulous diligence. This is not just a financial document. It is a blueprint of the aspirations and hopes of millions of Nigerians. We must ensure that every item within it reflects the collective dreams of our people, and particularly the promises we made whilst we were on the campaign trails. And this budget should serve as a catalyst for infrastructural renaissance, development, equity, and justice to all. Another critical task before us is the completion of the electoral reforms. We must complete this year. As the nation begins preparations for the next electoral cycle in 2027, we have a unique opportunity to strengthen our democracy by tinkering with our electoral act, to strengthen it for the congresses, primaries, etc., and conventions. Electoral reform is not just a legislative duty, it is a moral imperative. It is our chance to give Nigerians and the entire people a system that is transparent, that is credible, and reflective of their will and the will of all citizens. Every vote must count. Let us not waver in this responsibility, for the foundation of every thriving democracy is trust in its electoral processes. Distinguished colleagues, as leaders and representatives of our people, we must remain steadfast in our prayers for the peace and unity of our dear country. Our country faces numerous challenges, but we must never underestimate the power of collective intercession. We must pray for wisdom, we must pray for peace, we must pray for divine intervention to guide our leaders and unite our people. What Nigeria cannot do for itself, the Almighty Allah do for us. And we say amen. This moment is significant. We are at the end of first quarter of the 21st century, a time that demands bold action and visionary leadership. History is calling on us to make a difference, to write a new narrative for our dear nation, one of progress, justice, and boundless possibilities. So, distinguished colleagues, we must rise to this challenge. Let us be relentless in our pursuit of excellence, fearless in the face of obstacles, and unwavering in our love for our dear nation. Our work here is not just about legislation, it's also about shaping the future of a nation and leaving a legacy for generations yet unborn. As we forge ahead in these words, let these words resonate in our hearts. Nigeria is counting on us. The time to act is now. Let us unite in purpose, strive for the common good, and dedicate ourselves wholly to the task of nation building. May God bless our efforts. May God guide our deliberations. May God protect our distinguished colleagues. May God protect our distinguished brothers in the House of Representatives, protect even the executive, and grant all of us the wisdom to move this country forward. May Nigeria, the greatest black nation in the world, ever remain blessed. I thank you for listening to me, and I believe together we shall rise to the callings. Welcome back to your duty post, and thanks for reporting for duty timeously. God bless you all. Correspondence from Mr. President. Distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCN. This is dated 10th day of January. Distinguished Senate President, presidential decision to decline assents to the Federal University of Education Nominee Establishment Bill 2024. Pursuant to Section 58, subsection 4 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, I hereby convey to the Senate my decision taken on the 23rd day of December to decline presidential assents to the Federal University of Education Nominee Establishment Bill 2024, recently passed by both chambers of the National Assembly. I am declining assent to the bill due to the following reasons. A. Section 22 of the bill accords the authority to consent to the disposal of land in the federal institution to the governor of the state and not to the president, as that ought to be the case in respect of land belonging to a federal government entity in the case of universities, in the case of federal universities. B. The word statutes is spelled statutes, no T. It doesn't have double T's, or it does have double T's. But, I mean, this is minor. We shall look into this. Yes, that is in item 13 and 15 under arrangement of sections. The preposition of award and degree in section 25(4)(b). The phrase wanted. Okay, these are all minor observations. Please accept, distinguished Senate President, the assurances of my highest consideration. Yours faithfully. This is signed by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We shall, in line with this, do the needful. So this is yes. So the presidential observations are hereby noted. Letter of apology written by one of the contractors, Julius Berger, to the Senate, particularly through the chairman, Senate Committee on Works. The President of the Senate will extend our respect and commend the Senate President's leadership and the chairman's contributions to advancing the welfare of Nigerians. We acknowledge receipt of instructions regarding the investigative hearing on the Odukwani-Itui-Ikerigbene Road and sincerely apologize for missing previous sittings of the committees due to miscommunication during our leadership transition in our company. The new managing director, Engineer Dr. Pierre Lubach, has just assumed office and we're being briefed on ongoing projects in the country. We assure the esteemed Senate and the National Assembly as a whole of our commitment to collaborate and give proper and due respect to the institution, and we bring to bear operational efficiency and responsiveness to our duties in the country. JBN remains committed to partnering with the National Assembly and the Federal Government of Nigeria to deliver projects that will benefit all Nigerians, address structural challenges, and create jobs for teeming youths of our dear country. We deeply regret the earlier oversight, and we are grateful for the understanding of the Senate that we are prepared to appear on any date that the Senate so desires. The letter, this was consequent upon our, our earlier resolution here that serious decisions should be taken for non-compliance with the legislative invitation. So, those in support that this apology be accepted, say aye. Those again say no. The ayes have it. So the apology is accepted, and the proposed instruction to issue warrant of arrest to compel the appearance of the management is hereby null. Yes. Any petitions? None. Leader of the Senate.
The Senate President, Happy New Year once again.
Thank you.
The first order of the day in the year is presentation and consideration of report ad hoc committee on the screening of members of Northwest Development Commission and Southeast Development Commission. Mr. President, you may wish to invite Senator Kalu Oji Uzo, Chairman of Committee, to move the motion for the Senate to receive and consider the report.
Distinguished Senator Oji Uzo Kalu.
Thank you, Mr. President and my colleagues. I would like to move a motion that the Senate may receive the two committee reports on the Southeast Development Commission and the Northwest Development Commission. I so move, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator Wamako. Distinguished Senator Wamako. Let you go in that line from 1999. It was but that is very close to the heartbeat. I know he was very popular, and he's still very popular.
Mr. President, my colleagues, I recommend that the report be accepted for consideration. Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
recommend that
the motion has been moved by very distinguished Senator Oji Kalu, seconded by distinguished Senator Wamako, that the reports of the ad hoc committee set up by the Senate to screen the presidential nominees for Northwest Development Commission and Southeast Development Commission be accepted. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. You may proceed to lay the reports. Senator Ojokalo, you may wish to summarize the report.
Eh? Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the Senate at its sitting on Tuesday, 10th December 2024, considered the request of Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of Federal Republic of Nigeria for confirmation of nomination to Northwest Development and Southeast Development Commissions, and members respectively, and therefore refer same to the Committee on the Screening of Nominees for Regional Development to screen the nominees and report to Senate within 1 week from the date of referral. Evidenced by the vote and proceeding of the 10th, 24th, December 2024, and transmitting data of this effect from the Office of the Clerk to the Chairman of the Committee on the Screening of Nominees. Membership of the committee were Oji Uzokalo, Babangida Hussein, Senator Amin Abbas, yes, I've already said that, and Senator Afolabi and Senator Thomas. Mr. President, the modalities is in 1.1. The names of the nominees, you will get it in 1.2. The screening of the nominees, you get it in 2.0. The findings, you get it in 3.0 at 3.1, 3.2, 3.3, 3.4, 3.5. And the last will be in 3.4.0. Observations. Recommendations, Mr. President. The committee has thoroughly and diligently screened the nominees and found them suitable for the appointment. I hereby recommend for the confirmation of the chairman and members of both Southeast Development Corporation and Northwest Development Corporation. I endorse the members. I move that the members should members should endorse the report of the committee. I so move, Mr. President.
Deputy Senate President.
seconding. But also bring cannot note. I stand to second the motion ably moved by the Chief Whip of the Federation Emeritus. I so second.
Distinguished Senator Sitangu.
Thank you, Mr. President, for opportunity to speak on the report that is properly delivered by Senator Ojo Okalo. Mr. President, from the nominees by Mr. President, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we will see that those that are on the list are people who have proven capacity and capability to deliver. So as at then, we knew that the screening was just going to be an exercise that is going to be successful. Mr. President, the report is apt and the nominees are properly screened, and I support the motion that the Senate do approve the confirmation of the nominees as presented. Thank you, Mr. President.
Distinguished Senator Victor Obey.
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Senator Victor Ume, OFR. I represent Anambra Central Senatorial District. Mr. President, I would like to make a small correction on the report at page 3.4, screening of Honorable Oke Ezenwa, appointment as a member, Southeast Development Commission. The last paragraph should be Mr. Ezenwa was at the time Chairman Governing Council of the Federal Republic of Akwara State, not Mr. Abala. There was a mix-up there in the typing. It has nothing to do with the screening itself. Having said that, Mr. President, I want to commend the screening committee chaired by Senator Ojo Okalo. The report as presented captures the desire of our people who these people are going to serve in the commission. From the nominations, like the last speaker said, Mr. President chose very credible people to serve in this commission. So the committee has done a wonderful job. So I join in supporting this report, and I urge our Senate to adopt this report and confirm all the nominees as recommended by the screening committee. I so support. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Distinguished Senator Asuku Agbeyan.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues. My name is Asuku Ekpeyon, Senator representing Cross River South. Let me start by wishing all our colleagues a happy new year and a prosperous 2025. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I have looked through this report of the screening committee for the two committees, the Southeast Development Commission and the Northwest Development Commission. Having perused the report, I see that the committee has done a fantastic job. Myself, I am privy to the CVs of Mr. President's nominee, and I'd like to join my voice to that of Senator Omer and say that these are outstanding nominees for these boards, and I believe they will do a decent job. Distinguished colleagues, I think that we should go straight forward and confirm these nominees. Thank you very much.
Distinguished Deputy Senate President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Let me commend the chairman of the ad hoc committee and members of that esteemed committee for a job well done. They did their job in the most professional manner, the most legislative manner. I understand that they went everywhere that they needed to go to in getting information about these nominees. DSS, police, name it. And they were able to gather information about the nominees. And their report turned out to be positive, that these nominees have the outstanding pedigrees, have the required track record, have the expertise to be part and parcel of the governing council of this esteemed commission. Not only that, the MD, who is a professor, is found to be worthy in terms of education, in terms of experience, in terms of expertise to man the activities of this commission. They are all wonderful people, people who have distinguished themselves in positions they held before they were appointed. Mr. President has done a wonderful job here. As always, you know, Mr. President is somebody who is meticulous, who always look before he does anything. He studies people that he always appoint to man position in his administration. I commend him for setting up this commission. I commend him for gathering these men and women of honor to man this commission. Therefore, I call on my colleagues to give their notes so that these nominees will be confirmed, and now they will so that they can start working for this commission as soon as possible. Mr. President, I so submit.
Distinguished colleagues, let me start by commending the chairman of the Ad Hoc Committee, His Excellency Distinguished Senator Ojus Okalo, and members of his committee for doing the Senate proud, utilizing their hard-earned holiday to go through the screening of these nominees. So, and then finally making recommendations to the Senate today. Just to the nominees that appeared before the Senate committee for the Southeast Development Commission: Dr. Emeka Nwogu, Chairman; Mark Okoye, MD; Ugochukwu Agbala, Member; Oke Ezenwa, Member; Chief Ison Igbo, Member; Chidi Echazu, Member; Farisa Ifeanyi Agwu, Member; Nasir Usman, Member; Haruna Adamu Ali Kumo, Member; Edward David Onoja, Member; Orure Kufra Inima, Member; Daniel Akwari, Member; Mrs. Joke Adebayo Chukwuma, Member; Right Honorable Stanley Wachuruga, Member; Chief Sylvester Okonkwo, Honorable Toby Ogachukwu. But what's of the chairman? There are some of them that were designated as executive directors. I hope they have been highlighted in the report. What is the chair? Your report does not show who is an executive director and who is a member.
Mr. President, only the Southeast Development Commission have executive director, but the Northwest did not indicate to us who is the member. We just approve them. They will know what to do by themselves. Only the Southeast Development Commission that have that I presented what I was given to by the, but they were all present, Mr. President. Again. Oh, yeah, I've been.
Chief Whip of the Senate, call the Senate to order. But just for clarification, the findings of the committee, of the ad hoc committee, on the clearance of the Northwest Development Commission and the Southeast Development Commission. Those in support that the findings be accepted and confirmed, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Now for clarification, from the presidential correspondence on the Northwest Development Commission. Outside the chairman and members, the designations will be announced in due course. However, with the amendment, the following from Southeast, Tuku Chijoke be a member of the Northwest Development Commission. Then from the Northeast, Ahmed Mohammed. From the North Central, Engineer Ahmed Rufai Sanayu. From the South, McDonald Michael Uyi. And from the Southwest, Honorable Babatunde Dada. Of course, the Managing Director remains Abdullahi Shehu Maji. Then from the Southeast, from the President's correspondence, which has been cleared by the ad hoc committee, the chairman is Dr. Emeka Mwogu. Then the MD is Mr. Mark Okoye. Barrister Ugochukwu Agbala. Member. Isen Tikbo, member. Chidi Echiazu, member. Barrister Ifeanyi Agu, member. Nasiru Usman, member. Hama Adama Adekumo, member. Edward David Onoja, member. Kufre Enima, member. And Daniel Aquari, member. Mrs. Joke Adebayo Chukuma, member. And for the Right Honorable Stanley Achuruka, is the Executive Director of Finance. Chief Sylvester Okonkwo, the Executive Director of Corporate Services. Honorable Toby Okechukwu is the Executive Director of Projects. Senator Anthony Agbo is the Executive Director of Commercial and Industrial Development. Dr. Clifford Ogbede is the Executive Director of Natural Resources, Agriculture, and Rural Development. This is directly from Mr. President's correspondence. Northwest. So from the Northwest, we have Lawa Samaila Abdullahi as chairman. Then we have the other members, Dr. Yahya Omar Namaye, Honorable Aminu Suleiman, Jafar Abubakar Sadiq, Yahya Aminu Abdullahi, Engineer Muhammad Ali Udil, Shamsu Sule, Nasidi Ali, Tuku Chijoke, Ahmed Mohammed, Engineer Ahmed Rufai Tima Sanayu, McDonald's Michael Uyi, Honorable Babatunde Dada, Professor Abdullahi Shehu Maji as Managing Director, Chief Executive, And this is directly from Mr. President's correspondence. The proposed executive directors and managing directors will be communicated to us as soon as the president returns. But I have it here as agreed and endorsed by Mr. President. But the formality we presented, Deputy Senate President, will give it to the chairman, the commission for implementation. But in the meantime, for the Senate, we want to commend the chairman of the ad hoc committee and all its members for the job done. And then on clause 5, says the committee has thoroughly and diligently screened the nominees and found them suitable for the appointment, and hereby recommend them for confirmation as chairman, managing director, executive directors, and members of the boards of the Northwest Development Commission and Southeast Development Commission. So the Senate approved clause 5 as recommended. Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. Ayes have it. That issue is taken care of now. So I believe strongly that they can now go ahead to defend their budget proposals in the 2025 ongoing budget consideration. Yes.
Observation.
Leader of the Senate.
Observation.
observation.
Who was it? Who is it?
The President of Senate, I stand to move a motion that we resolve into committee of whole to consider the report. I so move.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I second the motion that the Senate resolves into the committee of the whole to consider the report. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Senator Abaribe.
Mr. Senate President, I wish to make reference to the previous motion and move to rescind it because we are passing this report under Order 1B, and it has so been passed. So I wish to move that we return to plenary to move on.
Let's be very clear on this. We have a report or a guide from the Committee on Rules and Business. And following that rule, the report had been laid, debate had been led. And the rule says, at this point, the Senate President, presiding officer, should put a question as to whether the report should be accepted or rejected. And that question was put, and the ayes had it, and that report had been approved. The approval of that report also indicates that the recommendations and everything in the report have been approved. And so we cannot go back, therefore, to call for another motion, because doing so means that following our rules, there has to be a written motion to rescind the earlier decision taken by the Senate. And in this instant case, Mr. President, there's no reason to rescind the approval of that report.
Mr. President, Mr. President, Mr. President, I think, not even I think, what the deputy leader is saying, sitting as the leader of the Senate, is that in case there's any inadequacy, in case there's any mistake, he's now invoking Order 1B that allows us to regulate our own affairs, the way we do our things here, that we are coming under Order 1B in dealing with this matter. It's just for the sake of caution. So for sake, in case there's any inadequacy, so that we will not run outside the confines of our rules. This is what it's talking about. So I therefore call on the deputy leader to second the motion earlier moved by the deputy leader or the leader of the Senate.
Well, distinguished colleagues, I believe everything we are saying is in line with the proceedings of the Senate. However, the motion was moved and seconded, and the ayes had it that we should revert to committee of the whole. And so we will revert to committee of the whole in line with the earlier resolution of the Senate.
Let us, I hope this is Development Commission. We will not start from a confused position. I hope they will. From the distinguished colleague from the correspondence by Mr. President, will the Senate approve the appointment of Mr. Emeka Nwogu as chairman
of the Southeast Development Commission. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of Honorable Mark Okoye as Managing Director CEO of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of Right Honorable Stanley Ohachiruka as Executive Director of Finance of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of Chief Sylvester Okonkwo as Executive Director of Corporate Services of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of Honorable Toby Okechukwu as Executive Director of Projects? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of Senator Anthony Agbo as Executive Director of Commercial and Industrial Development of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the appointment of Clifford Ogweide as the Executive Director of Natural Resources, Agriculture and Rural Development? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the membership of the Southeast Development Commission as follows: Daniel Akwari, Chief Mrs. Joke Adebayo, Barrister Ugochukwu Agbala, Honorable Oke Ezenwa, Chief Hyacinth Tikpo, Chidi Echiazu, Barrister Ifeanyi Agu, Nasri Usman, Hama Adama Ali Kumo, Edward David Onoja, Kofre Enima, with the chairmanship of Emeka Onwogu as earlier stated. Those in support of the approval say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. For the Northwest, yes, I did, Daniel. I mentioned Daniel Aquari. I did. Keep your ears to the chair. Forget any home problem when you are here. For the Northwest Development Commission, will the Senate approve the appointment of Lawa Samaila Abdullahi as chairman of the Northwest Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Will the Senate approve the membership of the Northwest Development Commission? Dr. Omar Name Sokoto, Honorable Aminu Suleiman Kebi, Jafar Abubakar Sadiq Zamfara, Yahya Aminu Abdullahi Kaduna, Engineer Muhammad Ali Wudil Kano, Shamsu Sule Kasina, Nasidi Ali Jigawa, Chuku Chijoke Abia, Ahmed Mohammed Taraba, Engineer Ahmed Rufai Timasaniju Kogi, and then McDonald's Michael Uyi Edo, Honorable Babatunde Dada, Professor Abdullahi Shehu Maji Kanu, Maju is designated. No, this is from the president's letter. Those in support of the membership of the Northwest Development Commission as read out, including the managing director of Maju, say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. For the zonal representation in the Northwest Development Commission, we have already listed Chuku Chijoke from Southeast, Ahmed Mohammed from Northeast, then of course Ahmed Rufai from North Central, McDonald's Michael Uye from South South, Babatunde Dada from Southwest, and of course the managing director as earlier read out. Those in support of the approval say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Yes, Leader of the Senate.
The President of the Senate, I stand to move a motion that we revert back to plenary for the President. I so move.
The Minority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I second the motion that the Senate reverse the plenary to enable the chair to report progress. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded that we do revert to plenary to report progress. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The Senate, in the Committee of the Whole, considered the reports of the ad hoc committee on the screening of Mr. President nominees for the two commissions of Southeast Development Commission and Northwest Development Commission, and approved as follows. For the Southeast Development Commission, Dr. Emeka Nwogu, Chairman, Mark Okoye, Managing Director, CEO, Barrister Ugochukwu Agbala, Oke Ezenwa, Hyson Igbo, Chidi Chiazu, Barrister Ifeanyi Agwu, Nasiru Usman, Ama Adama Ali Mo, Edward David Onoja, Ufra Inima, Daniel Akwari, Chief Joke Adebayo Chukuma, Right Honorable Stanley Hawachuruka, Chief Sylvester Okonkwo, Executive Director, Toby Okechukwu, Executive Director, Anthony Agbo, Executive Director, Clifford Owede, Executive Director, and, all as Chairman, Managing Director, Executive Directors, and members of the Governing Board of Southeast Development Commission. This is a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole. The Senate also in the Committee of the Whole considered the second commission as follows. Lawa Samaila Abdullahi, Chairman, Dr. Yahya Omar Nama, Namahe, Sokoto, Member, Honorable Aminu Suleiman, Jafar Abubakar Sadiq, Yahya Aminu Abdullahi, Honorable Engineer Mohammed Ali, Wudil, Jamsu Sule, Nasidi Ali, Chuku Chijoke, Ahmed Mohammed, Engineer Ahmed Rufai Masaniyu, McDonald Michael Uyi, Honorable Babatunde Dada, Professor Abdullahi Shehu Maji as Managing Director, Chief Executive Directors, and members of the Board of the Northwest Development Commission. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Distinguished colleagues, for the Southeast Development Commission, the Senate confirmed the appointment of Chief Emeka Woku as Chairman, Southeast Development Commission. Those in support, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Chief Emeka Woku as Chairman of the Southeast Development Commission is hereby confirmed. Will the Senate confirm the appointment of Honorable Mark Okoye as Managing Director CEO of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support of the confirmation say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Chief Mark Okoye as Managing Director, Southeast Development Commission, hereby confirmed. Will the Senate confirm the appointment of Right Honorable Stanley Ohachiruka as Executive Director, Finance of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Right Honorable Stanley Ohachiruka as Executive Director, Finance of the Southeast Development Commission is hereby confirmed. Will the Senate confirm the appointment of Chief Sylvester Okonkwo as Executive Director, Corporate Services of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Chief Sylvester Okonkwo as Executive Director, Corporate Services of the Southeast Development Commission is hereby confirmed. Will the Senate confirm the appointment of Honorable Toby Okechukwu as Executive Director, Projects of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Chief Toby Okechukwu as Executive Director, Projects of the Southeast Development Commission is hereby confirmed. Will the Senate confirm the appointment of Anthony Agbo as Executive Director, Commercial and Industrial Development of the Southeast Development Commission? Those in support say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Chief Toby, Senator Anthony Agbo as Executive Director, Commercial and Industrial Development hereby confirmed. Will the Senate confirm the appointment of Dr. Clifford Ogbede as Executive Director, Natural Resources, Agriculture and Rural Development? Those in support say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The appointment of Chief Dr. Clifford Ogbede as Executive Director, Natural Resources, Agriculture and Rural Development of the Southeast Development Commission hereby confirmed. Will the Senate confirm the membership of the following? Barrister Okochukwu Agbala, Oke Ezenwa, Ifeanyi Sendigbo, Chidi Echiazu, Barrister Ifeanyi Agwu, Nasiru Usman, Nama Adama Ali Kumo, Edward David Onoja, Ufre Inima, Daniel Akwari, Juke Adebayo Chukuma, as members of the Southeast Development Commission. Those in support of the confirmation say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. So the appointments as members of the Southeast Development Commission are hereby confirmed. So let me thank the Senate for painstakingly repeating itself. Northwest has been taken care of. Northwest, will the Senate confirm the listed members of the Northwest Development Commission? Yaya Omar Nama, Aminu Suleiman, Jafar Abubakar Sadiq, Yaya Aminu Abdullahi, Engineer Muhammad Ali, Udil, Shamsu Sule, Nasidi Ali, Chuku Chijuke, Ahmed Mohammed, Ahmed Rufai Simasaniyu, McDonald's Michael Uyi, Babatunde Dada. As members, in addition to the listed MD, Chairman, and Executive Directors of the Northwest Development Commission, those in support of the confirmation say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Let me say that for today, I believe each and every member of the Northwest Development Commission and Southeast Development Commission, the Senate President must have read the name at least four times. So I believe it's better to err on the path of surplusage than for us to leave something hanging. So I thank the leader of the Senate for utilizing the rule standing order 1B to bend that even though we had approved the reports, that there was need for us to go back into committee of the whole to ensure approval and further confirmation of the appointees. I think this clears the air to avoid any litigation arising therefrom as a result of the procedure of the Senate. So I thank all of you for your patience, and I want to wish the appointees well in their new endeavors to remain dedicated to the service of the nation. The zonal or regional development commissions are going to become major nexus between the federal government administration and the development of the various states in each of the regions. I believe strongly that that nexus will help us to drive down development to the grassroots in the country. So I thank the National Assembly as a whole for the initiative of creating these regional developmental bodies in order to ensure that the dividends of democracy reach every nook and cranny of the nation. And we are through now with the ones of the Northwest and then the South. So I thank all of you for your patience. I wish the appointees well in their new endeavor. Leader of the Senate, can we take the last item on the other paper?
The President of Senate. The second and the last order of the day is presentation and adoption of Conference Committee report on the Southwest Development Commission. The distinguished senators will recall that the Senate and the House passed different versions of Southwest Development Commission Establishment Bill 2025. The Conference Committee of both houses have met and harmonized differences in accordance with Senate Standing Order 86. Mr. President, with your kind permission, I move the motion for the Senate to adopt the conference report.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I write second the motion as moved by the Senate leader. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the motion has been moved and seconded that the conference committee report on the Southwest Development Commission Establishment Bill 2025 be approved. Those in support say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, you may wish to invite Senator Nwabuyi Oyeka Peter, Chairman of Committee, to present his report.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senator Nwebonyi Onyekachi is my name. I represent the good people of Ebonyi North Senatorial Zone of Ebonyi State. Mr. President, before us is a conference committee report on Southwest Development Commission Establishment Bill 2025. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the Southwest Development Commission bill was passed by the Senate and House of Reps with a lot of differences. Consequently, a conference committee was constituted in the Senate and in the House of Reps to reconcile the areas of differences that appeared in the two versions. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, the conference committee met and observed that the two bills as passed had substantial differences in some of the provisions, in particular clauses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, clause 12, 13, 14, 21, and clause 22. The committee therefore deliberated upon those areas of differences and harmonized them accordingly. The conference committee hereby recommends for adoption and approval of the harmonized version of the bill as follows: that the Senate or House of Reps do consider and approve the conference committee report on the Southwest Development Commission Establishment Bill 2025 as recommended. On behalf of the members of the conference committee, we wish to thank the National Assembly and in particular Mr. President for finding us worthy to serve in this capacity. Thank you, Mr. President. I therefore seek the leave of the Senate to lay the report accordingly. Thank you, sir.
Please proceed. So for the harmonized version of the report, can you just summarize from what you have seen here?
Yes, let's have. I've just done that, sir.
No, I'm saying that the House of Reps, together with the Senate, met, and the reports have been harmonized. For instance, I've seen where the House of Reps version have been taken, where the Senate version was adopted. No.
It's so in the report, sir.
Yes, so I believe you have done your work.
thoroughly.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you,
So
sir.
let me thank you for your work and also thank all your members. Can I now put the question? Those in support that the harmonized version of the report from both chambers be concord, be accepted. Say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Accordingly, invite the clerk of the Senate to read the short title or the long title. Pass. Go ahead, read it. Go ahead. Read for me.
Mr. President, distinguished senators, Southwest Development Commission Expansion Bill 2025. A B. It's not here. A B for now.
Southwest Development Commission Establishment Bill 2025. The harmonized version is hereby approved by the Senate. Passed. So, distinguished Senator Webwe, I thank you and your committee members for a job well done. And I believe this can now go to Mr. President for assent. Leader of the Senate.
Mr. President, distinguished senator, having concluded today's proceedings on the order paper, and in view of the fact that we have enormous responsibility on issue of appropriation and passing the budget, I hereby move that the Senate do adjourn till Tuesday, the 28th of January, 2025 at 11 a.m. I so move, Mr. President.
Okay, the minority leader is suggesting that the Senate suspends plenary to enable the various committees and the MDS to come and continue with the budget proceedings on a daily basis. The plenary is suspended until 28th day of January 2025. So, do you?
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Very distinguished colleagues.
So
I'd like to second the motion moved by the Senate
what
leader.
you do is just slight amendment that we adjourn for about 1 hour, come back to approve the votes and proceedings of today. Then proceed.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I second the motion moved by Senate leader as amended. I so second.
Distinguished colleagues, the Senate leader has proposed that we adjourn for 1 hour to enable us to come back and approve the votes and proceedings of today, and thereafter proceed to suspend plenary for 2 weeks to enable the Committee on Appropriation and the various standing committees of the Senate to deal with the heads of parastatals, MDS ministers, and others on the 2025 budget, and then resume on the 28th day of January, continuation of proceedings. Those in support say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. We'll return in the next 1 hour to look at the votes and proceedings.